just wait. I just wait to see what's gonna happen.
Oh, you got are those chrysanthemums? What are those?
Hell no, these are my mums.
Oh, your mums.
I thought they were
These,
mums.
and I have to say,
You said hell no? Did you say hell no?
They're the mums, the red mums that the flower, the fall.
You said hell no, right?
No, oh, maybe I did.
I said chrysanthemums.
No, they're hell no chrysanthemums. They're mums. Mums.
Chrysanthemum mum.
No, it's mums.
Chrysanthemum mum.
Oh, is it a chrysanthemums? Because up here in Boston,
and they call them
mums.
Yeah,
they call them mums. On the placard, it's mums.
From chrysanthemums.
It's on the placard. It's mums. I don't know. It's a chrysanthemum or nothing. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say.
I don't even get into these conversations with food or food. I don't know.
Look at this. Look at this. I'm a little pissy right now. I just had this conversation 2 days ago. But when I went to the store, this was at the chrysanthemums white table, where when they budded, it was going to be all white. Okay, Chris.
Or mums.
Mums. We call them mums here.
Yeah, because they're chrysanthemums.
I know. I just call them. I'm not like you.
But I actually thought they were called chrysanthemums too. I never heard mums.
So now you two gonna gang rape me right now. Okay, there you go. Now y'all two
gonna trick that of you. We're gonna trick that of you.
Wait, hold on. Before we get into that, Shahida, slowly roll. So I went to the Home Depot and I was like, it said on this, I'm gonna go back there. I swear to God, I'm gonna go back there this weekend. I'm gonna take a picture of it. It says mums.
Yes,
and these were supposed to bloom to be white. Like all the blooms were supposed to come out with white. So I'm sitting here and I'm watering it, and look at it's all red.
But it looks pretty.
I don't care about it. It's pretty, but I wanted the white.
Why?
Because I wanted.
You usually hate white stuff.
Oh,
or just white people.
White DD. White. I hate the white pink. White sausage. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But I'm okay with this because it's blooming and it looks pretty. But I'm like, I was so excited to have it all bloom in like white floral buds. But okay, I'll go this weekend and get it. All right. So go ahead, Shahida. Let's bring us. Oh, Chris, what did you say? Hot Topics Wednesday. Welcome.
She said, "Go, Shahida," and then she went.
Right, exactly.
Because I had to put my chrysanthemums back, but now I'm back.
Wednesday. What's the first topic of the day? Trick Daddy. Okay, you know what? It's so funny that he brings this up. The whole eating the booty. Did you guys see the video when he's talking about it? I honestly did not really know who he was. All I saw was this big fucking dude talking about somebody eating his booty, and I'm just
right. Well, here's the thing. I know who Trick Daddy is because I went to the University of Miami. So back in the day,
he's from Florida.
Yes, he's from Miami, like Liberty City, Overtown.
With a name like Trick Daddy, he ain't from South Dakota.
No. And Trick Daddy, back in the day, he still is kind of relevant, but back in the day, that brother was the shit in South Florida. Mm-hmm. And no.
But we talked about this before about eating ass.
No, I'm saying, like back in the day, Trick Daddy was even when I say no, I'm like, no, eating ass.
Have you seen him lately?
Oh, yes, I have, and he looks horrible. And he looks horrible back in the day.
Exactly what he did.
Oh, did he do that? Or is that? I thought that was Chris just doing his thing. Did he do that? I didn't see the video.
They asked him, do you put your legs up? And he said, yeah, sometimes.
Stop it.
Depends.
It depends.
Ooh, all I want to know.
So let me ask you this. What? So you're against doing that or having it done?
We had this conversation.
I'm not against
we're going to have it again.
Listen, I'm
not
doing that. And I'm not against having it done, but I'm against I ain't eating Trick Daddy's ass.
I'm against both. I'm against both.
Oh, I'm all for it.
I don't want you in my ass.
Oh, I'll be good. Let me go back to the sex conversation. Oh, eat. Oh, listen, eat the ass all day.
I was 24, 25. No, I was probably, in my mid 20s. And I was just dating this girl, and she went down, and I was like, "What are you doing? What? Hey,
You're like, hey,
what?
How you doing?
What? Hey, that's some interesting work you're doing there."
Okay, so like when she went and did the ass, is it just like pulling the butt cheeks apart and just like going in?
No, it wasn't from behind. It wasn't like she was like, I was like, "Ooh, curl." No, she had been giving me oral sex, and then
sucking the dick. Let's just call it what it is: sucking the dick. And then you're like, sometimes you're sucking the dick, and then you're like, okay, I'm a little tired of sucking the dick, and I might, give him a little hand job on the dick, and after I take it out my mouth. Oh my God, Mama, I'm so sorry for talking like this in my family, but it is what it is. When you're sucking the dick, sometimes you're like, okay, enough of that. But I'm going to still stroke it and then go downtown to the anus and be like, and keep it moving. He won't never know. And he will shoot off on the roof.
What?
That you stop sucking his dick.
No,
that you stop sucking his dick, and now you're playing with his asshole with your tongue.
No, he'll know.
And hand jobbing him.
Oh, he'll know. Trust me, he'll know.
I mean, he will, but he ain't gonna object.
So you have,
especially if you're doing it right.
You have done the anus licking.
Yes, I have.
But you just said you
would never do it.
Did I say that?
Oh my God, chrysanthemum.
I smelled the chrysanthemum and I got high.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you said.
And I took an edible.
I'd never do that.
Because I stopped
5 minutes
drinking.
later. So what you have to do is you have to lift up the balls and tickle the taint. You tickle the taint and then you go in the perineum.
Yes, the taint is the perineum.
The grundle.
What's the grundle?
Grundle, taint, perineum.
I thought the perineum was the taint.
Which is the grundle. Yes, they're all the same. Chrysanthemum and mum is the same too.
I took an edible just as we were about to record.
Well, there you go. Well, there we go.
My water, and here we go. I retract my statement. Oh, I'll lick an asshole.
So what's
my man? Not just any random. I mean, he's got to be my man.
You said what?
I said he's going to be my man. What did you say, Chris? Sorry.
Are we talking about this Trick Daddy thing because he said it, or because we already talked about people doing it? You know what I mean?
I think that it was because so many people was disgusted about it.
Well, because it's Daddy.
Big fat ass to be licking.
Exactly. Because guess what? If it was Idris Elba or Chris Williams, because I love you. If it was Idris Elba, Chris Williams, or like Shamar Moore or Morris Chestnut out there talking about somebody ate my ass, bitches across this world would be all over the internet to talk about, how can I get in? Let me make an appointment. Are you on OnlyFans? I want to get on that. I would.
Did you see the OnlyFans thing that they got so upset? The sex workers got so upset about it that they're gonna keep it nasty.
Of course they are, because
that's their money.
I don't think OnlyFans talk about keeping it nasty. I think OnlyFans was about their money.
Yeah, it was about the investors didn't want it all smut, so they wanted to let's change it up and make it
But why would you want to change it?
Why would you change it? Because
all that money. Why would you want to?
Exactly. What put you on the billionaire map was the sex.
Right, but the investors supposedly, maybe they're all, holy.
Else. There's a lot of things you can invest in.
Right, and you're making money, so shut the fuck up.
That's exactly right. I was looking into, because when I heard that story with OnlyFans, they were getting rid of the porn. I was like, who does that? And I was like, I gotta find a coder that can create me an app, because I wanted to create an app, but for people of color.
You can still do it.
Like an OnlyFans for people of color, and be like, here you go. Put your shit out there. Let's do it. Let's the three of us do it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Why only people of color?
Because, because I like my people of color. White people have only
a lot of people of color on OnlyFans. Like that much.
I know, but that's the listen. We can do our thing, and OnlyFans can do their thing and have people of color too.
Yeah, a lot of people go.
But I'm just saying, I think we might have a little monopoly here.
If you created this app, what would you be on this app? What would you do on this app?
I wouldn't be on the app. No, I wouldn't be on the app, because nobody wants to see an old 53-year-old bitch.
Girl, there are fetishes for
everything.
No, I wouldn't do it. If I wanted to create this app, my brain would be like, I'm gonna work on the backside and create the app, and everybody else that wants to join it and put their videos or have people sign up, that's on them. I ain't doing that shit. But then again, when times get hard on the boulevard, never say never. I might get out there and be like,
the crows are singing right along with you.
Huh?
The crows are singing right along with you.
The who?
The birds, woman.
Oh yeah, I hear that. That's the crows. Terrible.
All right, here's another thing I wanted to talk about, and it's about this wedding thing that's been going on. It's for 2 weeks now, and I've seen like 2 posts where a person has missed a person's wedding, and they send them an invoice for the reception, like the meal. Ooh. So like this one couple, they sent their guest who didn't show up for their wedding a $240 invoice because they RSVP'd and didn't show up.
Oh, they RSVP.
But here's the thing. There was 8 of them that, because I saw her post, and she put on there she was just being petty. She never sent them the invoice. Okay. She just put on there that she had like 100. There was like 100 and whatever people, and then 8 people. Everybody RSVP'd and said they were coming to their destination wedding in Jamaica, and 8 people didn't show up. So when she got back, she created the invoice and put it online.
On social media, okay.
Yeah, put it on social media just to be petty. And because the last sentence was like, I didn't send them the invoice. I just wanted to put it out there. But here's my thing.
One woman sent them the invoice.
Oh, I would.
One woman sent them the invoice.
You would send an invoice for I mean, if you RSVP'd for it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me. It's all about respect. And it's all about, what's the word there? What's the fucking word? I'm trying to think. Like manners. It's all about respect and manners. Like if you were to get married tomorrow, or Shahida would get married tomorrow, if I was getting married tomorrow, and I had like this bomb ass wedding, and I invite you guys to it. I mean, I get it that we're in a pandemic, but if you RSVP'd and I hadn't heard from you, I'm expecting you to show up. Because I would like to think that if you guys weren't going to come, you would reach out to me via text or whatever, DM or whatever, and say, hey, I know I RSVP'd, but I'm either not comfortable because of the pandemic and I don't want to get on a plane. I would totally understand that and be like, I get that. Or if, you had some issue or you just don't want to come. I don't need an excuse, but let me know that you're not coming, because when it's a destination wedding, some people have like a certain number of people, and then they have like a backlist of people that want to come. And then if somebody backs out, they can say, okay, now you can come.
Well, if it's a destination wedding, I'm coming because I didn't already paid my money.
Right.
because I've been paid my money, so I'm coming. Unless there is an absolute emergency and life happens. Right. So I'm not looking if, I had a decent sized wedding. I don't know who showed up and who didn't really, because in that moment, it's not even about my friends so much. I want to share my day with you, but I'm not sitting there like, oh, so-and-so didn't come. They didn't show up.
Afterwards,
but a lot of brides do that, though.
Afterwards, you may be that way.
A lot of brides do that, especially when you got to go through that. Like most weddings, I went to City Hall, so I don't know nothing about this shit. So all I'm saying is, but I've been to my share of like big weddings, and the couples do that table rounding thing where they go to each table and acknowledge everybody for showing up and being thankful.
Weddings are the biggest scam in
it's such the biggest scam.
I think so. And then somebody said too, like, okay, so when they get a divorce, do I get my money back?
Right.
No.
It's like, to me, I feel like you're putting too much pressure on other people. Enjoy your day. Enjoy
right.
your
all about
now, I have RSVP and did not go to a wedding. And very recently. And I did not say anything until afterwards because it was a devastating occurrence. And I didn't want to put that on them until after. And so even though
you had a devastating occurrence, that's why you couldn't go?
If what?
You had a devastating occurrence?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I was in the hospital. That was when my cousin passed away. I was in the hospital the entire day. And so I didn't want to call. I let other people know I'm not going to be able to come, but I didn't talk to that person, until the wedding was, a couple of days.
Was it a destination wedding? Was it a destination?
No.
What if it was a destination wedding? Would you go?
No. At that point, I wouldn't have gone.
You paid all your flight and your hotel and everything.
I would have hoped that I would be able to get some kind of.
You wouldn't have had a cam in your cousin's room so you could go on your flight and be like this. Oh, how you doing, girl? Hold on one second.
How you doing? No, I wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have gone for something very serious. Like if she was having a baby, bye. I'm going to this wedding. That's something different. But death and things happen. And I also think more than anything, I think that a lot of these brides put too much emphasis on the wrong things when it comes to weddings.
Every bride puts too much emphasis. I wouldn't say every, the majority of brides put too much emphasis on who we're inviting, what we're going to do, what we're going to eat, who's the band, who's the DJ, who's this. It's all about the appearances about it. That's where I come from. I mean, I've been married, as y'all know, and when we first got engaged, he wanted to have a big wedding. I kind of was like, okay, but I had the bigger family. Like literally, he only had like maybe 50 people. I had like over 300. And Mike I kept saying to him, like, I want our wedding to be, I don't want it to be like 99% my people and like 20% yours. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I want all of us to commingle. And I didn't give a shit about that. I honestly did not give a shit about the wedding ceremony. I just wanted to marry this man. At that time, I was in love with him and I wanted to marry him, whether I was in a flowing gown or a suit at City Hall. And that's what I wore. I wore a suit because we went to the whole wedding planner and I was like, at the time in 1997, for a full big ass wedding, it was like $13,000. And I looked at his ass and was like, I ain't paying $13,000 for my family and friends to come here and judge my dress and say, oh, that's a horrible dress. And then judge the food. Oh, this food ain't good or the DJ ain't good.
What do you think about
what I do? That's what I do at weddings.
What do you think about open bar? What do you think about open bar versus cash bar?
I'm open bar all day.
I know, but if you're giving a wedding, do you think that's kind of looks down on the wedding thing if they had a cash bar at your wedding?
I would be okay.
I've been to both.
I've been to both,
didn't
but I've
bother
also
me either way.
But I've also been to weddings that they will do open bar
Right.
during the after the wedding, when the couple and the bridal party goes and takes their pictures, and it's hors d'oeuvres time and social time. I get that, where they have open bar, and then once you get into the reception, it's a cash bar. Me personally, if I got married and had like a big wedding, I would do open bar all night. It would be an open bar. I have a signature drink, and then I would have an open bar with like beer, wine, champagne. I'm not going to do open bar with like tequila, Hennessy. I can't vodka. I mean, I might have bottom of the barrel shit, but I ain't going to have no Tito's and no Bacardi up in that bit, because you don't, or Hennessy. I don't know what motherfuckers drink. So I'd be like, it's an open bar all night, but pick your battles.
Yeah, I think it's just, the whole thing is a scam. First of all, you got to buy, if it's a destination wedding, you got to buy, you're going for everybody, you got to buy, for you women especially, when you got to buy a new dress or a bride, if you're in the wedding, and then you're beholden.
It's a scam.
And you put so much pressure on your bridesmaids. It's not like you're paying for their stuff. You're making them pay to be in your wedding and at your specifications of what you want, and then they're supposed to be, at your beck and call. Now, I mean, I think I had 4 bridesmaids, and everybody says, I'm gonna make it really simple.
It's never that.
You can wear it again. No, you can't. You can't. But I wasn't a bridezilla or anything. I was very easygoing. About everything. And like I said, I didn't care about who didn't show up. I had a very big wedding. And because my family's Muslim and his family's Catholic, huh?
How big?
I think we had about maybe 300 people.
My goodness, Jesus.
Maybe
that's a whole lot of people.
That's a lot. How much does it cost you?
I was 20.
That was in the 80s, right?
Right. If you were 20 and you had 300 people at your wedding,
who paid for that?
Did you feed for everybody?
My parents paid for that.
Right. And how much did your parent? You have no idea. Nope. You have no idea. You have no idea.
And they gave me my honeymoon. And they paid for my honeymoon.
They gave you your honeymoon too? That's some bullshit.
Your parents love you.
I know her parents.
How many girls in your family? No, there you go. There you go. My one daughter's birthday. I'm gonna have the best birthday for her. I mean, best wedding. My one daughter. She's gonna get everything. She's 20 years old. Even though my wife said no, she shouldn't get married. She's too young.
She said you can take your cousin Donna on the honeymoon. You don't got to do this. But no, it was, so I don't know, but I also know too, I mean, because growing up in the mosque and everything, I had a lot of food that was donated by a lot of people in the masjid. My cake, I had this cake, it was like maybe 7 tiers to it, and it had a waterfall. That was a gift. That was a gift.
Hey, Chris. Hey, I'm gonna shut you down right now, because now you're just being braggadocious, and I'm feeling some sort of way.
People love me.
Let me tell the masses. Let me tell the masses of my wedding day. I went to City Hall. I wore a red business suit that was my favorite business suit ever, and I wore that. And it was like 5 people, huh?
I said, but I'm still divorced, so I had that big wedding.
But that's a good thing that you didn't have to pay for that. That was the best $64 that I've ever spent in my life, because all I paid for it, and it was like $64 for the marriage license, and then to get married at City Hall.
So for my first marriage, I didn't spend shit.
You better shut your damn mouth.
Second marriage, I didn't spend shit, because
either.
both of those were fantasies.
Right?
But you engaged though, so if
Huh? What? Engaged as what?
Engaged. So if you
Right.
if you would have went through with that marriage,
Oh God.
would you have
think you'd still be married?
It was simple, maybe destination wedding, couple people, and then have a party. My whole view is, look, get married at City Hall, whatever, and then just have a party.
That's what I
Have a party
wanted.
afterwards. Let's have a big ass party. Invite 200-300. Spend $5,000.
Even less. Shahida, you know what I wanted to do? And my husband at the time didn't want to do it. I said to him, let's just go to City Hall, get married, which we did. And my mom was good at it. My mom, my grandmother, and my brother only wanted to witness me. They didn't care whether it was on the street, in a church, or some big ass palatial estate. They just wanted to witness me get married. So we did, and then we went to lunch afterwards. And I said to my then husband, I was like, remember Vincent? You know Vincent and Randolph. Shahida. You guys listening to me?
Vincent and Randolph. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. You don't know Vincent and Randolph. Chris,
No, I'm listening is what I'm saying.
Remember Vincent and Randolph? Shahida, I said to him, let's just rent out Vincent's. Mm-hmm. And we can invite all of our friends. It's like a big ass club. It has a little VIP area. And at the time, in 97, we could have rented that shit out for like probably $6,000. Short money. You know what I mean? So I was like, let's rent out Vincent's and hire their DJ. And then it'll just be all our people. Some family, but not our parents, of course, because my mom and my grandmother wasn't coming into no nightclub. But I'm like, all of our friends and shit, we just party all day, have hors d'oeuvres and shit. And it'd be like a full bar, open bar, and everybody just drinks and dances and be merry. He was
I got married in a hall, and it was the hall and the reception were in the same area because of the different religions. Yeah. So, and that was like $300 to rent the hall, and it had like a lake view. It was in Brookline.
Oh, beautiful!
Nice.
It was in Brookline. Yeah, it was really nice. Beautiful. I knew how much.
I'm sure it was very nice. Did you just say this is what I want, and your parents said
no? Okay. I promise you, my parents.
And this is where I want to go on my honeymoon. Thank you, Daddy and Mommy.
Nope, they surprised me with Barbados. It was a gift.
For real though? Oh, so I'm out here on my deck screaming like, for real though? Your parents pay for Barbados? Damn.
But it was 19. Who knows how much it was? It was. Did I told you about my Barbados story, right? Because I that was the first time
I didn't hear about that.
I had I
might have taken an edible when you told me that, but good.
Okay, now listen to my Barbados story. So we go to Barbados, and I never smoked weed before. So this guy was selling weed, and I'm like, Michael, go buy this weed, whatever. So he goes and buys this weed. We go to the store and we buy the papers, and we get back to the room. It's fucking tea.
It's what? Say that what?
It was tea.
Oh, it's tea. I thought you said teeth. I was about to fall out.
So we got
yeah, that's fucked up. That's some bullshit.
But it was legal for me to drink in Barbados, so we drank that.
So, Chris, let me ask you this: are you we're all of a certain age now? Are you open to getting married?
No.
Oh, okay. So that.
Well, here's the thing about marriage.
Wait, my next question.
I only think that marriage. This is my own personal thing. I think that marriage is a great construct if you're going to have a family. If you're having kids. I agree. I think you should be married and should marry along the kids are up to 18, whatever. Something else. Because you're as a family, the kids need both a mother and father, whatever. If you're having kids, you should be married.
Yep.
I'm not having kids, and someone else was saying also, you got to respect people who choose. Well, I was watching Neil Brennan had a one-man show, and he was talking about marriage and the other. He's like, I respect people more that stay together because they want to be together as opposed to staying together because of a ring or because of a piece of paper or because of a legal thing or because the guilt over my parents, whatever, paid for the wedding and stuff. Or, you know what I mean? Like over all that kind of stuff and a lot of money and
properties.
So, but people who like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn said, I never want to get married, whatever, and they've been together for how many years?
Respect.
You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
For me. So, I mean, if I'm in a domestic partnership, look, first of all, I had a conversation with a friend of mine last night about, I don't know if I could ever, look, I've never lived with someone. I mean, I've had roommates, but I've never romantically lived with someone.
Really?
Never. Now, I have my ex-fiance in the transition between moving from one place to another place, and she was here for 2 weeks. Man, let me just tell you, I was like this the whole time. I'm like, what time are you going to work?
Oh
Like,
my God,
I was like, oh man, wait. So you're not leaving, right? You're like,
you're
I was
here.
all uncomfortable. I was like, wow, I am just not used to having someone up in my space. Now,
That's an adjustment.
you think?
Huge.
Now, as a grown man at 53, can you imagine? Just the perfect example is this. So I said to myself, so she's never been married and never lived with her either. She's like, I don't think I could do it either. But I said to her, perfect example is this. I did my laundry, right? I got my towels out. I went into I should take you in the thing and see what it is. I took my towels out, and I have 3 big towels. One towel doesn't usually go in the thing, but all the towels are clean. So I shoved it in the bottom under the sink where the towels go, right? And the one beach towel is too big. It shouldn't really be in there, but I couldn't but I'm shoving it in there, and I closed the thing, and now it's poking out, like the towel is poking out, and the thing is not shut all the way. That would drive a motherfucker crazy if you live with me. You'd be like, what? You can't fucking put the towels in the fucking thing and close it.
Fold them?
They're folded.
You just throwing them in there?
You know what? Let me show this.
Oh Lord. You just throwing them in there?
Lord,
No, I folded them.
Okay.
I folded them and then put them in. Look.
Can't with you, Chris.
Look.
What the fuck? Nice floors. I love it. Oh hell no. No, and you don't even shut all the way. No,
there's not enough room. So that would drive a motherfucker crazy.
You know what I'm like? You gotta fold them and then roll them.
I don't have enough space. I just told you, woman. That's my point. I don't care. That's how my thing is right now. That would drive, and I said,
would drive me crazy.
Look, and it's totally understandable because it would drive me crazy too. But this is my house.
Drive me crazy because I just go and fix it.
Right, but after a while, you'd be like,
if I lived there, I would go and fix it. We're all friends.
But this is my point.
I've never been to your house, but I'm gonna say to you right now, if I went there, I'd sit there and be like,
I understand that. But if you kept doing small things like that, and you're like, motherfucker, can't you just, like, I made beignets last night. This morning, I didn't clean up. Last night, I didn't clean up. I had everything. I still have half the stuff out and it needs to be clean.
But I was like,
I ate my beignets and I went to bed and I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, I got to clean this shit up. Yeah, I'll clean it up eventually.
Let me ask you a question. You take a shower today?
No, not yet. Well, I'm not going anywhere yet.
Okay. See, my thing is, the difference is that I am 53. So little things I don't let bother me. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I would have fought about that shit. I would nag about it, but I don't do that because now it's just like, I don't give a fuck about these towels. Okay, I do care that if I go to the kitchen to make a cup of coffee and there's a bunch of dishes in the sink.
Well, yeah, I don't have them problems because if there's dishes in the sink, it's because I put them there, and I was like, I'm lazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Being with somebody else, I don't fight about those type of things. I don't.
See, I don't know that to me. I saw that. I'm like, oh, if I had a wife or I had a girlfriend, that would if I was living with someone, that would drive them crazy, and I would be like, you know what? I understand why it drives you crazy. I can understand that.
Right.
But just like with the things. This is my domain. So
that's right.
Giving up, half compromising and sharing. Now, if I was sharing in a new space, if I was in a new house and we made it our own and this and the other, and had enough space to have 2 bathrooms and the other, that's one thing. But if she's moving into my house, we're gonna have some issues.
So I don't think
Yeah,
I could.
because that's
Just out of habit, and just out of habit issues.
and it's your house. Because I always feel like this, you know, you own a house, we all own houses. And it's like, if the three of us found our person, if he didn't have his house and if he was living in an apartment, he wanted to move in for whatever, fine. But we're going to have to find our own place because this is mine. And I would feel some sort of way if someone came into my domain and was trying to change shit. We have to get our own shit.
Yeah, but if you're living with someone and you have to give up, you have to compromise now.
If
you're sharing your space with somebody, you got to compromise. But and can you not? I'm not even saying would I want to. I don't know if I even can.
I don't think I can. I can't compromise in my house. Like, this is mine. So if I met the man of my dreams tomorrow and we were like, we're going to be together forever, if he didn't have his own place.
What if he didn't have his own place?
If he didn't have his own place, I'd be like, I hope your financial affairs is in order because we're going to have to get our own place.
What if they're not?
Move in here.
What if they're not?
Well, then we're not going to be together. I have to keep it moving.
Just because you keep, just because.
Yes,
what if he makes? He has an apartment.
I'm 53 and I've got like another 25 to 30 years left in my life. If that. And I want to make it the best years of my life.
He makes $60,000 a year.
I could do that. And
he makes $60,000 a year. Doesn't have enough assets or enough to, he saves his money as much as he can. But he has a kid he has to pay for. He has or alimony or something like that.
The kid?
No, I'm just saying, in terms of money, that he can't afford to buy his own house. No, you can't do that in LA. In LA,
I'm saying I'm okay with that.
Wait. To get a piece of shit in LA, a piece of shit house in LA, it's $800,000, and then you got to put another $200,000 into it at least.
I know.
So if he doesn't have the money, and you have a house,
he doesn't have to own his own house. He could live in an apartment.
Right. Yeah, but if you're gonna live together, though,
or has his own house,
if you're gonna live together,
or whatever. My thing for me, I'm very basic. I want a dude that has a job. I don't care if you're working at Walmart, Target, pumping gas, changing oil, waitering, waitressing, whatever the fuck, or working some other job. I don't care because as long as you're doing something, and if we're good, we're good.
Yeah, but what if you want to live together? What if you get married and you want to live together? That's my point.
We have to get our own place. So
you're going to sell your house?
On me.
You're going to sell your. Oh, okay.
Whether it's on me.
You're going to sell your house.
I could sell my house and buy us a new house because
I
just have. I'm territorial like that.
That's all you had to say.
But you would consider that your house,
huh?
Because you're buying it. You would consider the new house your house. Like
no, I would consider the new house our house because I would put it. If he's my husband, and I'm buying it with my credit and my money, I'd put him on my deed because he's my fucking husband.
Oh, I would not.
The two of us went like this.
Yeah, but he's my husband.
Tanya, no. You know damn well. First of all, that whole fantasy thing that you just gave me, like he's gonna be this, and I'm gonna put his name. Hell no, you ain't gonna put a motherfucker's name that you don't know. That you don't know that you've been married for.
Even if you're married.
Even if you married, and it's your money from your house that you earned, and you're gonna put it into a new house, you gonna put that motherfucker on the deed? Hell no. You'll have him live there.
After you said you had to pay alimony to your ex-husband, imagine that person leaving.
Right.
He's taking the house.
Yes. Because his name's on the deed. And he's going to be like,
and it's recording. Okay.
You would not do that. You would not do that. And if you did that, Shahid and I would be like, girl, you better not put him on the deed. I love Franklin. Franklin is a nice dude. He's nice. He's good to you. But don't you put your name, don't put his name. If you're going to buy the new house, make sure it's in your name and he can be a co
like,
whatever.
Put my fucking name on the deed then.
It'd be
your house.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Hell no.
That's why I love you guys.
No.
You're my friends. Okay. Okay, fine.
In a fantasy world, that'd be nice if it was like this. No, but I'm talking about. But it's interesting that you would do that in a new house, but you wouldn't have him move into your house.
No, because I'm territorial. My house is my house, and everything.
You are territorial.
I can't have him come over and moving furniture
for.
Right.
It would be the same.
Right. You'd be territorial about the new house you just bought for the two of you.
That is true.
You'd be like, I just put down all this money. I just did X, Y, and Z. This is
right.
You would be territorial too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would be. Thank you.
My thing is at 53, I like to go visit.
And then go home.
It's like going to a hotel and then coming home.
Yeah.
3 to 4. If you spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, and then the rest of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I can look forward to Friday till you coming back home, girl, for 4 or 3 days of nothing but bliss, and then get your ass out of my house on Monday. Go to work, do whatever you need to do, because Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make some beignets and leave all my shit everywhere.
And talk to spiders.
And talk to spiders.
Because I like the kitchen to be closed at like 10. I don't want to hear a racket. And
oh, girl, I do. Oh, yeah, we couldn't live together anymore.
My closet,
ever, because I will wake up at 1 a.m. and go downstairs and make a whole ass dinner.
My kitchen is open 24/7. You can call my house the Waffle House. My house is open 3 in the morning. You want to grab a waffle?
I have made some hot dogs.
Don't worry about cleaning it up. Someone go clean it up one day. I'll wait until my cleaning ladies come. I've waited, put dishes in the sink, and waited till Monday till they came. I'm paying them to do that. I'm not fucking doing it.
True. I'm with you on that one.
I was about to call them just for the beignets. Just for the beignet situation. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should call. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait a week. I don't want to spend the money for the week. I said I'm gonna take a week. My house is a mess. There's dog hair everywhere. All. But I'm telling you, that towel shit would bug the shit out of me. I'm like, this motherfucker can't put his towels away. I can hear whoever I'm dating be like, this motherfucker can't put his towels away. And I'd be like, nope.
But just for the weekend, I'd be like, fine.
I'd be like, nope. Right.
Yeah.
I might leave the day.
Good thing I'm not living here. I'm like, yep, good thing.
I don't think I could live with anybody anymore, period. I mean, and the best case scenario would be like to find somebody that, you got your house, I got my house. We can visit each other. I just want to visit.
Just want to visit.
Yeah.
You have
I even do that with like friends. Like I don't usually.
I don't let you have a little corner, little drawer. You got a little space for your stuff.
Closet space.
I will keep the other electric toothbrush with your toothbrush on it, and keep mine. My travel one that I use, you can have a dedicated electric toothbrush there, dedicated to it. You have a little drive. I have a whole, like for my nieces and my mom and my sisters all here. I have almost the whole right side is all women's shit. I got a curling iron in that motherfucker. I got a hair dryer. I got tampons in that bitch. I got hair fucking glue. I got barrettes. I got nail shit. I got nail polish. I got all kinds of shit. What you need? Oh, you need a lint roller? Oh yeah, check in the women's drawer. I got conditioner. I got different types of conditioner. I got lotion.
Yeah, with you.
All in the right hand side.
Curly hair conditioner.
Yeah, all that stuff. There's a whole drawer for you, girl. A whole motherfucking drawer for you. Oh, you need a diffuser? Oh, did you need a diffuser? I got a diffuser on my thing. Oh yeah, I got a diffuser on my thing. Yeah, I'm not using it.
Oh, we are that.
That's what I'm saying. I got a whole.
You would let them use that, like, of course. If we came there.
Look, my home is your home. My home is your home for 3 days. That's in the parentheses. My home is your home for 3 days.
3 days.
For 3 days? 3 days. Okay, I'm coming January 3rd.
For 3 days.
For my birthday.
Oh, for real though? Are you going back out there January 3rd, Sheeta?
I have a whole setup.
No, I was just teasing.
Oh, I was gonna say, because I'm ready to take a trip again.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't, but full time, but unless it's a big enough house where you have your own, like I walk around naked in my house all the time, even with someone here, I'll be walking around, but it's not the same. I want to be able to do what I want to do and not have the judgment of someone watching me and judging me all the time of going, did you really leave the coconut water bottle and the thing on the tube in the living room? Did you really just leave it there? Yeah, I'll get it tomorrow morning. Yeah, but
you just pick it up. Your sweaty ass on my pillow. That's what you gonna do?
No, I'm like Johnny. If you get in my bed, you can have wash your ass.
Damn right.
When I get into bed, I want to make sure you're all clean. I almost take showers at night. Take showers at night before I get into bed, especially if the beds are just clean. It just made after my cleaning lady.
Nothing better than a nice, fresh bed with linens and everything. Oh my God.
That is the best.
Look, I have an issue with people who put feet up on my fucking couch.
Even with shoes on?
With shoes on, or even with their bare feet if they've been walking around and stuff like that. I'm like this.
Oh, okay. I get that. If they've been walking around, but if they have like on booties or something after they took their shoes off and they're walking around the house and they get up and put their feet on the couch, that's still stanky.
I just like people. Look, whenever I sit down on my couch, I always put a towel down just for my balls. If I'm just, naturally out, I put my balls. Because I don't want, even if I just don't want the thought of, I want a layer between my couch and my balls.
My taint, yeah. I guess
you got to just have a little layer there. I just don't like, even on my own. Look, I could have my ass all over. Like even when I'm in a chair, I'll put a newspaper. I grab a newspaper like this and be like this. Oh, put my straight ass on the fucking newspaper because I don't want
respect that, because that's what I meant by when I said pillow. Like just sitting on the couch naked with your ass, and then I'll go and lay down on the couch.
I was gonna say that because why do you? My next thing was gonna be like, well, why would y'all do that? Because wait, when you go to lay down and watch some TV, now you're smelling yourself. And that's not good.
Just being where somebody's ass was,
Yeah.
Naked ass. Like,
this is why our parents, listen to me. I don't know about yours, Chris, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is why my parents were fucking genius, putting that fucking plastic zippers all over them living room sets and dining room chairs, everything.
That was the worst. That
and
was
you sit on it in the summertime. The worst is when you sit on it in the summertime and you stand up and it's like rips your skin off your ass.
Everyone knows that feeling of like that sound. Like,
you get up and you're like.
Grandma Bacon had those. I remember her.
Terrible.
Couldn't even lay down and be comfortable on that.
Ever.
It was horrible.
Like, why are you saving the couch from what? From your ass. That's what I'm saving it from. But do you ever take them off? No, because your ass is always on them.
All you got to do is spray it down and wipe it down.
But like even that, but see, so having someone on my couch or doing my thing, I'm like, or in my bed, you got to have a little, because it's mine. But I do some funky shit that people be like, oh, don't, like when I leave the plates out or whatever. Like we've talked about this. We've talked about that desk for how many months now? That desk is a whole hot mess. And do I have time? My garage, hot mess. Like just do the hot mess.
Yeah, your garage is a hot mess.
Closets, hot mess.
See, my thing is my space. Because I'm so used to living alone. And my best friend will tell you, and I'm telling the story because my best friend is coming here in like 20 days for her birthday. And I always say she'll come here for like 3 days, maybe 4 days, but she'll land so let's say this. She'll land on a Monday. And I'm so excited to see her. On Monday night, we're at my house, we're having drinks, or we'll go to dinner, or I make dinner and we're having a good time. Tuesday when I wake up, and she's coming here. And the month of September. And she already told me, she's like, I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'll wake up the next day because I'm so set in my ways. And I like to get up and walk around because I'm always by myself that I literally have an attitude. She called me on that. She's like, you always have an attitude the next day. You wake up. The next day. And here's what I do. And I didn't really realize it. I'm like, when are you leaving again? Like when's your flight out?
They just got there on Monday, and on
One
Tuesday,
day, not even 24 hours, and I wake up and I'm so not used to having someone in my space. Because that's why that bitch is my best friend. Because she's like, bitch, you ignorant as hell. Because she's like, I wake up, you're up downstairs, because I'm always the early riser. She's like, I come downstairs and I'm like, hey girl, and you just do.
I couldn't.
When you going home? Like, when's your flight back to Florida, bitch? You want some coffee?
One
I'll make you
day.
breakfast. One day, and then it gets worse after that. Unless we're in the streets, I'm good in the streets. But if we're just doing this shit here at my house,
So
I'm literally like,
so you have things planned to
I gotta
do.
have things planned. Yeah, gotta have
Ooh,
things planned.
girl.
Because I'm like, we gotta be out this house as much as possible. And you know me, I don't like leaving my house. I'm good with being in my house, but I can't be in my house with a whole bunch of people in my house. Even
One
when
person. You said one
person. One person. I wake up and I'm like, oh, look at Chris. Oh, when the last time you washed that? Would you put that there? Last week?
I just ate some granola this morning. I have not put it from here to the sink yet. Why? Because I don't have to.
Because you don't have to. That's the best thing.
Empty water bottles.
Oh, that's
You should
that's
see
a
my
pet
dad.
peeve.
All right, so I'm gonna own something. Like I have a king size bed, and the reason why I bought the king size bed, I've never had one because I wanted to have one. But now, like my king size bed, when I sleep, I find my corner and I like curl up in the fetal position, and I'm sleeping for the whole night. I don't move. The rest of my bed, the rest of my other side of the king size bed is I got a whole snack area with chips and bottles of water and maybe some peanuts.
Just show us your bed right now. I want to see that shit.
You want to see my bed? I don't know what's on there, but we're going up. Let's do it.
You know we should do one time though.
Huh?
You know we should do one time though.
What?
I have a whole thing about bedside drawers.
I don't
What do
have bedside drawers. I just have two.
What do you have in your bedside drawer? Because my bedside drawer is a.
You showed us that. You showed us that one time, and that's my kitchen counter. What I just recently.
Yeah,
cleaned.
that would be my kitchen counter too. Because my bedside space is pretty.
All
clear.
right, so
in the drawer, like what you have in the drawer.
I don't have drawers in my bedroom.
All right, so here's
There's
my
nothing
bed.
next to your bed. So if you need to reach for
I
something,
have a nightstand next to
look
it.
at it.
that doesn't have drawers.
Look.
So this is my bed. There's no snacks, but I've got my night clothes on top of my scarf. I've got my workout stuff over there. I've got a little billfold with a bunch of cords. Oh, I've got my pop solo there on my little ghetto iPad. I got my glass case, my extension cord that I plug in.
And you sleep on this side, and you sleep on that side.
And this is a side that I sleep on. And I'm sorry about my room. I literally lay down and I sleep on the corner like this.
I sleep in the middle.
No, look at the mess. But
Look
it's
at my
Tuesday. But by Friday, you see my friggin' closet is wide open because I don't care to keep it closed because I live alone. But
So look how neat that
on
is.
a Friday and Saturday night, there'll be a bag of tortillas and some charcuterie board. So let's share with each other.
Oh.
Come on, Shahida, your turn. I got to turn my light off and go downstairs.
You didn't want to sit. My bad.
Wait, what did I say? What did I miss? Oh, I like that sleigh bed, Shahida. Oh, you got a fresh plant. Okay.
So did you both make your beds this morning? Did she hear you make your bed?
I make my bed every morning. Christopher. No.
There are new sheets right here. My iPad. Yep.
Okay, so that's why we're all soulmates. Here we go.
Yeah.
I do make my bed, and then I lay all over it when I shouldn't be saying this out loud, but I'll lay all over it when I have like a couple of minutes in between work time in my office. I'll just go into my room and I'll watch some TV and lay all over my bed. I'm also not the foo-foo shishi bed maker. Like I just need a blanket and some sheets and regular pillows. Like, you know how most women have, like, they make their bed and they got the whole comforter and the regular pillows and the fancy pillows and all that. I don't do all that. Is that you? I can't hear you, Shahida.
She muted. You muted.
You're muted.
There she is.
But now I say I have like more pillows like in the closet. I just didn't put them out this morning because I was running late.
I have one big body pillow I put on, you know, but my whole thing is, they said also making your bed traps the mites and stuff in your bed. So if you have it open, it gives it more air and breathes it out. That was an excuse that I heard.
Okay, yeah, that's a good excuse, but it's not valid.
Better not to make your bed. I'm gonna send you the article. It's better not
I can't.
to make
That is the most funniest shit I've heard.
your bed, because
But usually, Tanya, you know what I usually have at night? I usually have like notebooks, like a calendar, a notebook, a journal, and a book that I'm reading next to me.
Yeah.
But no food. No food.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh. Every night, like when I go to bed, like last night I had ice cream. I went to Dairy Queen the other day and I bought me a big giant Blizzard, and I can't eat that whole thing in one sitting. So I like scoop it out. Last night I went to bed early, and then I woke up at like 12, and I was like, oh, I want some ice cream. So I went and put me a little bowl of ice cream, brought it upstairs, and I'm back under the covers eating my ice cream. And when I was done, I was like, right.
There are numerous reasons why you should start adopting the simpler way and ditch the covers. Health benefits. Every night the human body transpires, meaning it loses fluids. These fluids leave our body. Clearly, excess fluid in any place is undesirable. A nasty side effect of leaving the moisture inside the bed. These little dust mites between your sheets. These little critters feast on human skin cells and need a level of humidity to survive. Don't worry. There's no need to be alarmed as long as we air out our linens and mattresses properly. That can only happen if we pull back the duvet for a long enough time, leaving the bed completely unmade. Experts suggest that an airing period be at least an hour or two after getting up. But don't most of us have busy workdays with lack of 2 hours? The most natural solution is stripping off the duvets off the beds and leaving just the bottom sheets. Better sleep. It's been shown time and time in a bed that has the chance to breathe, not only healthier, but also helps us fast asleep faster. All the funny slayers.
But your bed is not breathing. You just have it just thrown on there.
Yeah, it's not. It's open. It's not tucked in. The method is.
What do you mean it's open? Everything's on it. It's just disheveled. So it's really technically not breathing, Chris.
No, it's not.
My spot is open as well.
I didn't see it open.
My bed has COVID.
Here we go.
I gotta leave. I'm gonna put my shit on a ventilator.
I mean, there are times where I'll have, like, again, like last night I had the ice cream bowl. I'm not bringing the bowl back downstairs and putting it in the sink. And then when I put I'll come back downstairs and I'll be like, oh, I want something again. I'll make me a sandwich and I'll grab my bag of chips. But in the morning, I'll bring them downstairs. But I
don't like to eat in the bed. I don't like to eat in the bed.
My bed is my dining room table.
I like to eat in the bed.
I'll eat in the bed all night.
All right, freak. Anyway,
I gotta go.
Wrap it up because I'm going to see Candyman.
You're going to see Candyman?
Yeah.
The first movie to open up #1 by a black director.
I read that
director.
Today.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it this weekend, but just time didn't allow me to. So I'm going to go see it in about 15 minutes.
All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you tomorrow night. Is Married at First Sight?
Yeah, and we will be Thursday taping.
We'll be back on Thursday.
Yes.
Love you guys. We'll see you guys Thursday.
Have a good night.
Have fun tonight. What now? I'm taking my tortillas upstairs to bed. Bye.
I ain't putting that away.
At least move that shit to the sink.
No. I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna put a sock up on the kitchen counter too.
Do